Positive energy, real talk. Want to hit you guys with 5 points I think that are valuable in life. Um, some may be a little different for others, but I think these 5 points, it's pretty crucial in life. I want to start with point number one: health. I think we need to take health very serious. How much we weigh, the eating habits we have, or do we exercise? Do we go see our doctors on a regular? Um, do you get, once you reach a certain age, do you get your colon checked and um, colonoscopies and all those things? Get your blood work done every year. It's important to stay on top of that because, I mean, let's face it, a lot of us, we have terrible eating habits. We don't exercise. We've been doing this for years, years and years and years. And if you don't have good habits of going to the doctor, you'll find yourself in a position where something's happening with your body, and a lot of times it could be too late. You could be at a certain stage in cancer, or get to a point where you have to have medication just to even function. So health is very important. I know sometimes, not sometimes, all the time, to eat healthy, there's a price tag to it. But I would rather pay the price tag um, on eating healthier foods to eat, than to pay the price tag later on down the line where I have health issues and doctor bills of that and things of that nature. So I think health is very important. Next thing I want to talk to you guys about is habits, the habits that you form. Um, I think the habits that you form are very important because it can take your life to the next level if you create the right habits. Just to use a few, um, a habit of, again, on health, exercising, creating a habit of exercise, a habit of making it a part of your lifestyle where you possibly work out, I don't know, 3-4 times a week. Not every day, 3-4 times a week. You will see as time goes on, that habit would create a drastic change uh, physically, the way you look physically, health wise, the way uh, um, the results when you go to the doctor will totally be different if you create a habit of working out, a habit of eating good, cutting out the burgers. Some people eat food that's not healthy every single day. What if you form a habit of eating healthy food every single day? That habit will create something totally different from what you are at this present time. A habit of reading daily, reading certain information, reading spiritual information can take your spiritual life to another level. Reading business books can take your business level to the next level. Self help information books can take you to another level. Forming a habit of those things, a habit of creating cash flow, can take your life to another level. So creating habits is very important. Next thing I want to talk to you guys about, your circle. Um, your circle. This point here is very important. The people you are surrounded by. Um, of course, you want to surround yourself with people that care about you. That's number one. You also want to surround yourself with people that are headed in the same direction that you're headed in, the same mindset that you have. Just to give you a prime example, you may have some friends, close friends that you hang around with. They love you. You're good friends. You've been knowing them for years, or you guys are just tight. But you are um, trying to make some business move. I'm just going to use, for example, just say real estate. You're getting into real estate. They're not into real estate, but you're getting into real estate. These are your close friends, though. So you have an idea that you want to purchase a 30-unit building, but you're in real estate. They're not in real estate. So you go and ask them, do you think I should make this purchase? I really want to do this real estate thing, so I want to make this purchase. Do you think it's a good move? Of course, they are going to make an emotional decision on that because they're not into real estate. So the first thing that they will start saying is, okay, man, you want to get this 30-unit building, but man, you got to worry about tenants. Are they going to pay the rent? You got to worry about if something breaks down, you have to take care of it. You got to worry about the area. If the area is a good area, if it's not a good area, you got to worry about that. They'll give you a list of things that you have to worry about, or things that are not positive on what you're trying to do, compared to if you were discussing this with somebody in a circle of people who are in real estate, which you should create business relationships as well in your circle. They will give you more of the points of the positive side of it, the money you can earn, the moves you can make to get good tenants, getting management companies to deal with the repairs and all these things, being able to see what's happening in the future, what's coming into that neighborhood to make you realize you need to purchase in that neighborhood instead of avoiding that neighborhood, to where it may be drugs and things like that in that area, but you see the growth because you're dealing with people in real estate. They can see the growth of what's going to happen in that neighborhood, and you'll make the real decision. So you have to form a circle of people around you, not just close friends. You need those people, because you know them and love them, but you have to form friends in your circle that are going in the same direction that you're going in. Just to give you guys an example on that. Next thing I want to talk about is goals, setting those goals. We all got to set goals. How can you know where you're going when you don't set goals? You got to set goals, and then you have to also create the steps in accomplishing these goals. You have to set the steps. You have to go to step 1, step 2, step 3. You can't go from 0 to 100. You have to go from 0 to 10 to 20. You have to set the steps to go to reach your goals, whatever the goals may be. Set that goal, and then set the steps you have to take to reach that goal. You set step 1, you reach that goal. Then you set step 2, you reach that goal. Then you set step 3, you reach that goal. Goals are very important in our life, and it takes us to the next level. The next thing I want to speak about, and the last thing I want to speak about, is spirituality. Now, I know everybody's not a Christian, or everybody's not a Muslim or Catholic or whatever it may be. So whatever your spiritual higher power is, I think it's very important to have a connection, because during those private moments when you need strength, when you need spiritual guidance, when you need to just have the confidence knowing that you're heading in the right direction, I think it's very important to have a spiritual connection, whether it may be reading the word, praying, a prayer life, connected to a church with people who are going in the same direction that you are spiritually. Whatever it is, I think the spiritual life is very important. To really be honest with you, I think the spiritual life is more important than any of the things I just talked about. Because when you have that spiritual connection, you can be led in the right direction. The conscious is what, in my opinion, God or your spiritual higher being speaks through. It guides you through your conscious. So when things come on your conscious, you can go in the right directions on what moves to make, what moves not to make. So I think the spiritual life is very, very important. I think those 5 things are very solid. I think those 5 things can help you in your life. I'm not saying those 5 things are going to turn you into this $100 million person. I'm not saying that, but it can have you with a solid foundation. Your life can be in a solid foundation, and you can move forward and do other things. That's all I got right now. Positive energy, real talk. You know what it is.